Oh, what? That? Oh, that's just nothing. It's nothing. It says nothing, so it's clearly nothing. Don't worry about it.
Welcome to another day of viewing on public access television. We hope you enjoy today's programming.
Anyway, so the main street hasn't really changed that much since the last update, but a lot of stuff has changed. Yeah, this is nothing. I think it's great. It's maybe one of my best builds yet, honestly. So yeah, it's great. Oh, hang on, the sound's not recording. There we go. Okay. Are you good, lady? Are you okay? Should I call someone? Is she always like this? Oh. Okay. Go get help, I think. You just love this ride that much. I mean, alright, so if we go this way, past the nothing, and past these gaslit lamps, it's nothing. We have some nice little like foliage. Isn't this nice? You know, I added some more rocks to this. I still gotta fix the I think I just have to like turn them maybe? I think that's what I do. But look, the mythology area. Look at that. That looks like a mythology area, doesn't it? So, yeah, Mount Olympus. It's kind of cartoony and I kind of like it. It's like wonky and weird, and I feel like it kind of fits, you know, because you have like the fat unicorns and the, well, that guy. So, I mean, you know, it kind of works. So I will show you around the little bits that I have been working on. I'm going to start over here, actually. So I moved the boat over here. This is going to be, I believe what I'm going to do is have this be the Minotaur ride. And I want it to be kind of like a little tiny, like almost maze.
Don't get trapped in a death maze. And I'm from Greece.
It's going to have like, you know, one or two of these big guys. And when you're in that little tiny car, I mean, that charging at you, that's, what a size difference. I mean, anyway, we have this over here, which is really fun. I did all that fun rock work, and this goes up a little bit. There's a new coaster, which is like half built because I don't really know where the second half is gonna go yet. But like, Mount Olympus, and then you can like look over and you're like, wow, look at the coaster. But this is gonna be the entrance to the coaster, to the path that goes behind Mount Olympus. Oh yeah. I will, you know, show you this when I, you know, am not in person cam. Oh, there he goes. Okay. What a bull. And if we go this way, past this big arch, which I might change, I might not. So nothing has changed really over here. I added some more roof lines so you don't really see. or you see less of the Aqualand stuff. You know, like you're still gonna see that. Maybe I'll add like a very strategically placed chimney over there. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm leaving. We got this still, which is just like a big facade. But it has really beautiful views of Mount Olympus from like right here. This is actually a path that you take to get to Aqualand. And this is the first thing that you see, which is like strategically placed palm trees. It's very on purpose. If we go up here, this is just like a little path. This is the path to get over there. And then this is gonna be like rocks and buildings and things. And then like more plants up here. And then this is the bit that I'm not entirely sure about. So there's a path that I have going up here.
Mind the gap.
See, because this is really close to this, and so I feel like if I have people up here... Well, first of all, if I have people up here, they're gonna see the show buildings and into those lands way over there, so... I don't know if this is a good idea. Has a great view of nothing, though, but... Yeah, see, I don't think this is a very good place to put a path, because it's very... high. We'll get to that in a minute. This path then goes down and into Mount Olympus. Hooray! And then over here is, well, I'm thinking like a Medusa ride. I think that'll be kind of cool for like a Medusa thing. But yeah, this little path is gonna go. This is gonna be like all rocks and things. Maybe I'll keep this open and have like a waterfall or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to like move this rock so it's not so, and you can like see through. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, this is the coaster station. So the stations are both kind of back here, and I think it kind of works. So there is one other thing that I added. There is a pathway that goes around this little area and kind of goes like underground. I'm gonna put like, you know, torches and things in here, make it kind of like spooky. And then there's even
Throwing flashbang.
there's like a path that goes this way. It's very bright. I just think this is kind of fun, you know, having like, oh, I need to fix that. But like little paths that you can just kind of like walk down and like explore. And then these paths lead back to the strategically placed palm trees, which is amazing. And this is like a little pizza parlor. So I think they have a pretty good view of everything too. So, but yeah, I think it's turning out pretty cool. Don't mind the lag. My GPU has been struggling. I guess there's like a NVIDIA update and it like wrecked GPUs with like certain updates. I have no idea. So my computer's been a little struggle bussy lately, so that's great. But there's one other thing I do want to show you before we jump into the other cam, and it's back in Aqualand actually. So it's something very, very minor and very small, but to me it makes a big difference. So over there, that little tiny thing right there, right? It's meant to mimic those over there. And it's, you know, the same color to try to make it look like it's like far away. And it's very far away. Because, if I get out of this cam, this is actually on this building for the Minotaur ride, potentially. The Medusa ride? I don't know. The ride. And I put these here because you can kind of see it when you're on the boat ride, so I wanted to make sure that I covered it. But sightlines are important, people, okay? Disney looking at you. Yeah, sightlines are very important to me. I even lit it up at nighttime. This whole area is a bit of... Well, okay, so the trucks will come in here. It's very tight. It's very claustrophobic. I did put a ramp in so they can get down. it's just for show. But, in my head, this is like, where the trucks go in for like food and things. And then this whole section, I would think, would be like one massive building kind of being supplied by this little thing right here. Because we have these restaurants over here, these restaurants over here, and we have these on like the floor above, and a pathway going through the middle. So, I mean, let's just use our imagination on what the staff pathing would look like, because I'm not doing it. But, it would be kind of like a Disney Utilidor situation with like, imports on the bottom floor, like this ramp that continue to like here-ish maybe, and there'd be like an elevator for like the little, gelato shop or stairs, whatever. And then it's going to go back with like merchandising, whatever, for these buildings. So, yeah, trying to keep it somewhat realistic-ish. But, yeah, anyway, does that kind of make sense? I don't know. I worked a little bit more on the hotel, not so much on the lobby, but I put on Golden Girls, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do Cabana Bay. So I started doing this one, and I really wanted to have rooms that are just like a half room. So like there's going to be no windows on this side of the building, like at all. Only facing in. So, is that realistic? Not really. I mean, I think there's a hotel in Japan that does this. I think it's the Fantasy Springs Hotel. But, for like a wing of a hotel, it kind of makes sense. But for like this size of a wing of a hotel, it doesn't really make that much sense. I'm just trying to block out the show buildings, so not really a great place for a hotel. But I mean, I could just get rid of this and put like big trees in, and I don't think anyone would really care. We're just gonna try to mess around and play with different stuff to see what sticks. And these are all like modular little pieces that I put together. So obviously there's gonna be like, filler bits in here and, this bit. So it's not finished, obviously. It's just like the walls in place. So I know that this is Cabana Bay now. And then we have the big towers over there. This is gonna be like a big pool in the middle here. And then these were just kind of like prototype buildings, using this same thing from over here. It's just they're just like 3-floor little, I don't know, like little buildings, little outbuildings, but they're kind of Disney-esque in a way. They're kind of like Art of Animation or like one of those hotels. So I kind of like them. I think they're interesting. I don't think they really go here unless I like get rid of this thing there. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the hotel is just like it doesn't have to be huge and all. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that better now, actually. And this can maybe be condensed, or I don't know. I do like this big tower though, because it is really interesting, but I don't really think that we need it if we're gonna have these little buildings like over here. So, it's just a big work in progress. You can tell, I mean, I've gone through 3 different coasters trying to figure out a layout that I kind of like, and this one is just okay. I feel like there's a lot of space back here that I'm not really using, but it's fine. But yeah, anyway, this is the park as it stands right now, with the Cabana Bay ripoff hotel, the new Mythology area that might be getting a massive rework soon because I want to move this over there because that makes more sense with sight lines, because I can make it taller, but also this looks really cool, I think. Framed like that. I don't know what the next theme is going to be. I know what this is going to be. This whole thing, I know what that is, but like over here, I'm not really sure. This, I'm not really sure. I was thinking like a Western, but I don't know. I have some more detailing and stuff to do, obviously. That's pretty much it, I guess. It's been a bit of a weird couple days for me. Just haven't really had the motivation. I've been kind of depressed a lot lately, so That's fun. But, you know, just kind of slowly picking away at this. So trying to make something that is like cohesive and makes sense and is somewhat realistic. Like, obviously they would not build Mount Olympus that big, but like, you know, maybe they would. Maybe this is like a Disney Sea on steroids. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here and I will see you guys in the next part. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, I guess. If you're into Sims custom content, I'm making some. My Patreon is down below. Okay, goodbye.